With Amazon finally open to Australia, the price of computer components has never been lower. Everything from monitors and keyboards to motherboards and graphics cards, Amazon has your next computer build covered, and for the right price too. Click the link in the description to learn more. Hi guys, it's Robbo here and welcome to my 7 Days to Die base walkthrough. This is just a view of a base I've built using cheat mode but on survival. I'm just going to basically take you through it and show you why I've built things the way I've built them and how I've actually built them. So it's pretty self-explanatory to start with. Barbed wire, you can see everything's been pretty effective so far. There's quite a few dead zombies around. Barbed wire is basically just slowing them down. It's on the outermost perimeter because I will stand up on that catwalk that runs all the way around and try to shoot as many zombies as they can before they get close to the walls. As you can see, I've got 3 shotgun turrets here. I've got 2 basically crossing each other, so zombies come in from either direction and they get shot as they get too close to this door. And then I've got another one that's just here that's specifically trained on the door. Because right at this point here, there is actually a very small blind spot for these 2 shotgun turrets, but that one takes care of that, and it also just adds some extra firepower to the door. I'm sure you can hear the whirring noise, the buzzing of the blades inside. I'll show you around the outside first. So I've got barbed wire all the way around. And you can see I've got ramps. Now, once you get through those ramps, you can see just there is lots of metal spikes. I'll show you the rest of it once we get inside. So this is a bit of an outline of the base. The actual internal bottom floor of the base is 9 by 9. As you go up, it goes up 2 levels and then it comes out 1 and then it goes up 1 more level and comes out 2. So you can see I've got spinners all the way around, basically blade traps for when the zombies get too close. Now this is very, very, very specifically designed the way I've done this with the outer wall to allow zombies to actually get in, because I don't want to have to defend a lot of these sides from the zombies. More often than not they're going to be concentrated towards the front because that's the way into the base. All the walls on the bottom story are at least 3 layers thick. We'll get in and I'll show you what I mean. So if you don't know the way the game mechanics works with the zombies, they will take the path of least resistance to you. Basically, if that's a chain of doors, it's a chain of doors. That's what they'll go through. So all the way around here you can see we've got ramps, and then I've got electric fence basically all the way around. That one looks like it's glitched out for some reason, I'm not sure why. Anyway, I've got electric fence that runs over top of the outer layer of log spikes, so basically they get stuck on the spikes and they're getting zapped at the same time. And then if they manage to make it past them on 3 of the 4 sides, they're straight into these blade traps. If they manage to get through this outer defensive lot of walls, they come up against 2 blade traps if they wander too far to either side, if there's too much of a build-up. And then also, if we go inside, this is the first layer of defence, there is a shotgun turret here, which will shoot them back through these iron bars. Now, I know iron bars aren't as strong as these vault doors, but this is only the first defensive point. I just want to basically try and keep them out as effectively as possible, and having a shotgun on the other side means I'm out of harm's way. I can be upstairs. I'll show you what I mean by that. So just up here, I can stand up on the other side of this trussing and shoot them through there, or I can actually stand out on the outside and shoot backwards on them once they get to this door. This door here goes just straight down to my mine. We'll go through this door and we'll start to get upstairs. So also with this door here, if they get through this first door, I can still stand up above and shoot them when they're at this door as well. We go up here, I've got it double doored, so if they get through that, this allows me time to basically get the last of what I need out of this room. This is my building, my forge room, so it's also where all my power and my generators and that are. At this point here, I've got my forges, I've got some chests in here, my workbenches, my chem station, my cement mixers. I've got one switch here which will turn all the traps off. Apart from the shotgun turrets, it'll turn off the electric fence and all the spinner blades, but it will not turn the shotgun turrets off. They're hardwired into this same system. And then I've got another switch here which turns all the lights off, and that comes from solar power on the roof. So I'll just have a quick look around, show you around outside. See, I've got spotlights ran all the way around. Basically just looking after my perimeter for me. They provide a fair bit of light, and I can adjust these obviously. With the lights that are underneath, I've got lights underneath fluorescence all the way around. Can't adjust them, but if I don't like the way these spotlights, or if I notice a pattern of zombies coming up a certain direction like they do sometimes, I will adjust these to where they need to be. This overhangs all the way around the base, just so spider zombies can't climb up. And because I'll be doing most of my defense from this front point here, once I get to higher levels and we get more spitting police zombies and that coming in, this also provides a lot of protection for me. This extra trussing and a lot of protection from my base. So we'll go back inside, we'll go up, we'll have a look at the next level. Yep, so this level's pretty self-explanatory. The next level is literally just storage and my safe room, my last safe room. So I've got my storage here. Once again, if they come through that first section, I can get to here and I can shoot them. Basically just shoot the zombies as they're bashing at that door, and if they get through that door, I've got a bit of time to get anything I need out of this room and get into behind my bars here. So you can see with this extra room here, I've got ample storage. You can actually take it out, put dirt in, and like block off one side of the room, put a mushroom farm in if you don't think you need that much storage. Most people won't need this much storage, but I've just done this to illustrate how big the room is. This is also my bedroom and my weapons locker. This is where I've got all my weapons. I'm actually going to be doing a very special video after this one, which I'll explain in a couple of minutes. And last of all, I'll get to the roof up here. I have my solar bank. Now, ultimately in a game I would aim to have solar banks right the way along here. Solar and battery banks to try and power the whole base on solar rather than on generator, but that's obviously end game stuff. And then I've got my farm up here. Now all these lights in my farm are sensor controlled, so as I walk around they all turn on. It's the same with actually downstairs. All these rooms, if you look, it's dark down here now. As you get down, that light should be turning on, but I'm not sure why it's not at the moment. Same in here, this one's working. Not sure why this one, yep, that's working now. It's working now. Not sure why it wasn't, but this game does have some glitches every now and again with its power. But yeah, basically all the lights are motion censored to minimise draw on my solar power. Helps preserve battery life if you don't have a lot of batteries. And during the day, like, you just don't need lights on inside all the time. So this is just a brief overview of my base. It's, as you can see, it's quite large, but this is a very good setup for, I'd say, 2 to 4 people. 2 to 4 people on, even on multiplayer servers. What I will quite often do on a multiplayer server is up on this level up here, around the edges at the top or around the edges down here, I will put the submachine gun turrets, the auto turrets, just set to players only. I don't have them set to zombies unless it's an absolute crisis, but they're mostly just set to players only, just to deter players from walking up to my base. So, as I said, I'm going to do something special with this. I've built this base, now I'm going to attempt to tear it down. In my next video, I'm hopefully going to be taking this base through night 700, or the highest night I can get to anyway, with a zombie horde and me as the only defensive option. So tune into my next video and hopefully I'm doing something pretty serious with this base. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.